Hey everybody, this is Astrid from dundeeknits, and I would like to show you how to work a provisional I-cord tab cast on. You're going to need a crochet hook, a piece of waste yarn, 2 double point knitting needles the same size of the needle you're later on going to use for your project, and working yarn. I knit up a small sample shawl to show you what this provisional I-cord tab cast on looks like when done. These are my cast on stitches here. This is an I-cord edge on either side, and the edges and the cast on flow right into each other. It's an uninterrupted chain of stitches. And if you work an I-cord bind off like I did here, it's gonna match your top edge. First thing, grab your crochet hook and your piece of waste yarn and make a slip knot. Pull it tight. Grab one of your knitting needles, place it over your yarn like this. Then take your crochet hook, place it over your knitting needle. And I like to hold this yarn end right here between those two fingers to keep it tight. Now, grab the yarn and pull it through. Take the yarn, move it underneath your knitting needle. You just cast on one stitch. Do that again. Grab the yarn, pull it through. Take the yarn, put it underneath your needle. 2 stitches cast on. And one last time. Pull it through, put it underneath, 3 stitches cast on. Now I like to chain a few to get this end out of my way and to keep me from accidentally unraveling it. Now you can either pull it all the way through or leave a loop, like me. That will help me unravel the stitches here easier later on. Put down your crochet hook, grab your working yarn and your second needle. You're going to knit across these 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now for the purpose of this video, and to help you later on identify these 3 stitches, your first row, I'm going to mark these 3 stitches. The first stitch is going to be deep purple. The second stitch is going to be light purple. And the third stitch is going to be red. Now, slide the 3 stitches back onto your left hand needle. Knit these 3 stitches. If you're using stitch markers like me, it might be a little tight. Just move things around, pull things tight as you need. But leave your waste yarn alone down there. Alright. Move the 3 stitches back over to your left hand needle, purlwise with the yarn in the back, just like we did before. And now knit them again. and move them back over. Now knit them one more time. And that's going to be it. You can already see your I-cord forming right here. Your side, your center, and the other side back here. Now rotate your I-cord by 90 degrees and pick up this stitch right here. You're gonna insert your needle under both legs of the stitch. One and two. Gonna grab your yarn and pull it through. You added 1 stitch to your stitch count. Now you're at 4 stitches. And this is where the fun begins. We're gonna unravel our waste yarn down here. If you like, you can already grab your extra needle and put the 3 stitches that we marked earlier, that I marked earlier, if you did it too. And you can put them on your needle already. There's this one right here. There's this 2. And then the third one is hanging out back here. And there we go. And this third one is going to be more, you can already tell a little bit, more like a yarn over. It's not a very secure stitch. You got to be careful this one doesn't escape from you. All right, here we go. Gonna take your end. You're gonna pull it. Going to unravel. Keep pulling. You can already see the stitch markers falling off. And this is that loopy, almost like a yarn over stitch I was talking about. This is a stitch though. This is your 3rd stitch. Slide those 3 stitches to the top of your needle, and these over here also. Now take your working yarn from these stitches, take it, bring it from the back between your stitches to the front and let it hang out right here. Now rotate your left needle by 180 degrees and do towards you. So now you can slide these stitches back up. This one, this is my 3rd extra stitch. You can take this yarn and bring it between the needles and to the back if you like. I'm going to take out these markers now, so you can see a little better maybe, but you can tell the 1st stitch that we used to have at the front is now the 3rd stitch in the back here. So it used to be at the front, and now we rotated it and slid it to the needle tip. Here we go. And now take those stitches from the left hand needle and slip them to your right hand needle, just like this, purlwise. 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work. This is your wrong side, so it's okay that this yarn end hangs out back here. Knit 3, you can pull this a little bit, And these are your provisional cast on stitches, now knitted into your piece. We can keep knitting across, so if you want, if your pattern says you need to increase, you can put a yarn over right here, knit one, and then here, this is your edge stitch again. Can yarn over if you need to make an increase. Bring the yarn back to the front and slip these stitches purlwise with the yarn in the front. And now this is your right side. I'm just going to knit across with an I-cord edge, making 2 increases. Knit the first 3 stitches, yarn over, knit to your last 3, yarn over, slip 3 purlwise with the yarn in the front. Bring it to the front, keep your yarn over here, and slip the 3 stitches. Going to work the wrong side one last time, then we're going to take a look at what we did and how it looks like on the top of the edge. Knit 3, increase, knit until last 3, increase, bring the yarn to the front, slip 3. That's your I-cord edge on each side. That's your wrong side, and this is your right side. Here you go. This is what it's going to look like. An uninterrupted chain, interrupted edge of stitches. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. Have a wonderful day.